Welcome everyone again. So the music is fine, I hope. Now we will play season first and the last episode again of the first season. Lou reaches for the top. Do I have any reverberation, guys? Is everything alright? You hear me well? The music is fine, yeah? I hope so. The 10th postulate. The united one is the substance that binds individuals together. The common good and the individual good are almost always completely different things. What about now? Music is all okay? I can make it less like this. Okay, listen now. The music is nice now? This? Are you sure? Maybe a little bit less? Or it's okay? It's okay? Okay. Episode 10. A token of trust. They had to leave the car a bit further away from the warehouse. The psionics watched the building from the shadows. There was no sign of movement around, but they had no doubt that the place was guarded. That was how it was intermediary, unless the warehouse had been empty for a long time. It had been stupid to go in without concrete information, stupid and dangerous. Да, это из игры. The music from the game, of course. Kay thoughtfully looked at the sky, then at his watch. It's getting light. We'll be in plain sight soon. Should we come back? Нет, давай, оставайся. Should we come back in the evening? Someone should show up in the morning? Shall we call in the corpse enforcers? Lou, on what grounds? Oh, it's stupid question, of course. I forget what we were doing. If the warehouse is empty, we will have a lot of explaining to do, of course. Someone should show up in the morning. Look, if these people are running a long-term operation without raising suspicion, then the warehouse must be keeping up the appearance of a working facility. People have to come and go, right? That makes sense. At the very least, the guard must change at some point. Kinda. The sky in the east brightened noticeably. The shadows became soft and blurry. Some headlights appeared in the distance, cutting through the morning fog. A van turned in the corner, slowed down and stopped at the warehouse. The gate rolled back, getting the vehicle pass. There is a camera at the entrance. Over there, look, it's glaring. The partners watched as the driver got out from behind the wheel, took out several boxes and carried them inside the warehouse. Soon he returned. The psionics could see not only his thin silhouette but also his face. Driver. A very young boy, as you can see. The driver started the engine. The van took off, heading toward them. When he come closer, stop him. What do you mean? But the empath had already stepped back, pressing his body to the wall and remaining in the shadows. The car was rapidly approaching. There was no time to think. Lou saw a tree-shaped air freshener hanging above the dashboard and worn upholstery. Ah! Sorry, guys. Bend the mirror or hit the bumper. I don't remember. What am I making? What is the bend? What is bend? Hit the bumper. I don't know. Okay, let's make a bumper. Without raising her hand, Lou stretched out her palm, splaying it open. The plastic of the bumper cracked, as if the car had run into a concrete wall. Bang! The bumper was badly damaged, covered in cracks. The driver slowed down, rising from his seat in the confusion, trying to see past the hood. Using psi abilities to damage private property, that's punishable by a fine of... The empath emerged from the side and opened the van door. Keep quiet. Aiming his ultimatum at the driver, he added, "Do what I say and no one gets hurt." Kay waved at Lou. Both psionics got into the van. Yeah, I also think so, yeah. Following Kay's curt orders, the driver drove away from the warehouse. "Please don't kill me," Kay answered calmly, almost softly. "Don't panic. We won't. What's your name?" Felix Germain." "Tell me about the warehouse, please." "And you are?" "We are from the Assistance Corps, and we really want to hear about this." "Damn it. I knew it. I knew it wouldn't end like this. I'll tell you everything. Just please don't kill my brother. Give him a chance." Kay and Lou exchanged a quick glance. Kay hurried the driver along. "You should focus on yourself for now. Speak." "Raoul arranged everything. He created a group. I didn't do anything out of line. I just delivered the grub. Food. I delivered food. They registered the warehouse in my name. They promised that I could make plates there later." "What group is this?" That's what they called it. Just a group." "Crap. At first, the guys, like everyone else intermediary, just drank and cursed the church, but my brother got carried away. I told him we had all get imprisoned or killed. Fucking freedom fighter." "Felix, focus. Fewer emotions, more facts. What's at the warehouse?" "A bomb, which they were going to blow up. It's expensive. They sold almost everything they had to build it. The Inquisition intercepted it. They shot some of ours. There were good guys there. They might have done crazy shit, but they weren't scumbags." Can I say that in Twitch? I don't know, guys. Okay. "Sure, good guys. How many people did they kill?" "My brother stole the bomb back." "How?" I don't know, like usual." "Like usual? Has he stolen things before?" "No, I mean that someone probably helped Raoul, like before. My brother was getting information from whom I don't know. That's how he bought weapons and learned about those high loyalty psionics." "What's the ultimate goal of your group?" "It's not ours. I swear I've got nothing to do with it." "Don't worry and try to answer the question." Brother dreamed of a chance of power. He constantly said that the church is totalitarian and that our freedom has been taken away. Holy shit, so naturally. That means blowing up a temple full of perfectly ordinary and innocent people just to thin out the psionics. I didn't want that. Kay looked around. The street remained empty. Lou asked another question. Why kill psionics? Lou's voice was full of anger. Felix glanced apprehensively at her wrist, which was covered by her sleeve. To scare everyone, losing the support of psionics and access to their abilities would weaken the church. It would take away their advantage. Access to their abilities? Did you motherfuckers intend to shut everyone? Of course not. I'm telling you, he wanted to scare everyone. Raoul wanted them to start leaving the service, and hopefully society would see that the church isn't omnipotent. Are they planning to kill anyone else? I don't know. Honestly, it's so too much for me. What else did he tell your brother? Many things. The last thing was about the bomb. How, where, when, and who would come to pick it up for disposal. What car they had been driving. Who would be on duty that day. Which one of the guards knows the passwords. How many people are in the warehouse and how big is the group. There are 3 now. From behind the corner of a shabby building, a figure appeared, a woman. Lou noticed her, but she brushed her sudden appearance off. Big deal, 3 people whispering near a van. Everyone intermediary had secrets. Kay stood with his back to the passerby and held the gun so that it wouldn't be seen. The stranger was supposed to walk by, but she didn't. First, she looked at the van, then at Felix. Woman. Then she looked at Lou and seemed to recognize her. The stranger moved, as if intending to adjust the coat slipping off her shoulder. But a QP2, now familiar to Lou, appeared in her hand. Kay pushed his partner out of the way a moment before the shot. Instead of her chest, the 7.67 caliber round pierced the side of the van. As she fell to the ground, Lou was grateful for the immeasurable advantages that psi-empathy granted a bodyguard. The stranger darted off and ran away. All Lou could remember was her height and build, but there was no doubt about it. That's the one! Kay turned around, aiming confidently. Don't! Felix grabbed his arm. Bang! The woman who had wounded Kay at Platypus paid no attention to the bullet hole in the hem of her bright cloak. Guys, it was her. Do you remember in the start of this story, someone like, bam, almost killed Kay? It was that woman who made it. A moment more and she would have disappeared around the corner. Lou wasted no time springing to her feet. Some choices require a high value of form or vector. Stop, they ran away. A manhole cover flew up, crashing into the stranger and knocking her down. The psionic hadn't yet leaned to work with subtlety and precision. The edge of the heavy disc hit the stranger's leg, breaking her tibia. How to read that? The QP2 flew off to the side. Stone, having punched Felix in the stomach, was already running towards the criminal. She tried to get up, but collapsed, to the ground with a painful moan. She tried reaching for the gun, but it was too far away. She took a phone from her pocket and swung it, intending to smash the device on the pavement, destroying any evidence at her contacts. But Kay intercepted her in time, twisting her hand and snatching the phone away. "You piece of shit!" The empath covered her mouth. "Stop yelling." True. Mirai vibes, I told you, really bad outfits here. Not very amazing outfits here. Not the best of the best in Romance Club. The best outfits they are from the story about K-pop. The best outfits in Romance Club, really amazing. Eva also from this Egypt novel also have a very nice clothes. Lou glanced at Felix. He was standing there, still bent double, not trying to hide or attack. When she looked at him, he threw his arms in the air as if she had pointed a gun at him and croaked. "I'm not doing anything, don't kill her." "Stay here, bitch." She hurried to her partner and picked up the fallen gun. She took the phone and helped drag the stranger to the van. Calm down. Lou pointed the gun at her. The empath hastily provided first aid to the detainee, then made a call. "Officer Stone, badge number." After calling in an assault unit, Kate turned to the criminal again. "I'm going to ask you a question, and you aren't going to scream and make me angry, deal?" She hissed. "Felix, you scum! Traitor! Is anyone waiting for you at the warehouse?" "No." Stone nodded to his partner. "She's lying." "Corrupted bitches! Church doormats!" Kay improvised a gag and stuffed the stranger's mouth with it. "Felix, how many are there?" "3, and her. That's all that's left on of the group." "Okay, now some brave officers will arrive. There will probably be a confrontation. If you don't want your brother to die in a shootout, tell me the layout of the warehouse. How do you get in quietly and without being noticed? Where are the cameras? What weapons do they have?" With a soft ding, the criminal's phone screen lit. There is a message. Lou read the short text. "Where are you?" Looks like she tried to smash the phone for a good reason. Her delay would have alerted them. "Text them. Be right there." In less than 20 minutes, under the cover of the morning mist, AC soldiers with machine guns began to approach the warehouse from different sides. Snipers took positions on the roofs around the building. Lou and Kay watched from a safe distance. It was damp and overcast. Lou looked out onto the horizon, estimating how soon dawn would be upon them in full force. "Kay." Above the warehouse, a whitish haze swirled and rapidly grew denser. Wow. Magic. "I see. Aquakinesis." As if to confirm his words, a man walked out onto the street. He stared intently up at the fog which had already turned into a cloud. AC officer. Why? Most likely in case of a fire. There is a bomb inside. What if it goes off? And if anything toxic is released, the rain will dampen it, reducing the spread of the pollutant. And of course, the morons in the warehouse can't see what's over their heads. Wow, that condenses quickly. How much water is there in the air? What stage is he? I don't think it's just him, so maybe third. But if he is pulling that off on his own, definitely second. Lou thought to herself, Toma is practically bald too. Is that a style choice or just to avoid his hair getting wet all the time? Silhouettes moved rapidly around the warehouse. The assault began. Shots rang out alongside screams. And then everything went quiet. The AC officers emerged from the mist, leading 3 handcuffed men. The aquakinetic approached the commander. Do we still need this water? A short man in combat uniform shook his head. The unnatural fog poured down in a short shower in the warehouse and the people around it. One of the detainees struggled and began to scream hysterically. Your charge will fall anyway! Scum! Victor's horse! Kay turned to Lou. Well, that's it. Let's get out of here. 2 days after the arrest of the leader of the conspirators, Raoul, Germain, and the remaining members of his group, the bomb was taken out of the city and disposed of while Lou and Kay were reprimanded for their clandestine investigation. But the good news was that none of this would be recorded in their personal files. Even though Narcissus Wayne insisted that their punishment was sufficient, Guller tried to push for their dismissal. He was unsuccessful. Having finally closed the case, the Inquisitor limited his contract with the psionic to just reading her report. Lou and Kay didn't mention Shazaz, stating that they received information about the suspicious warehouse from an anonymous source. To begin with, this would have given the arms dealer a justification for coming after them. And this worried Lou much more. The corpse might question Jonas regarding his criminal connections. Given the recent denunciation of the healer, it would be extremely inopportune. Lou was in an unusual full of mood when Kay called. Hello, how are you? The chaplain called this morning. I'm temporarily suspended from service. At least they paid me. They deducted something, a disciplinary fine or something, but they also added a bonus. Yes, for your role in Jorman's arrest. Jerry Maines? Jerry? Okay. Lou hadn't told him about her conflict with Guller. There was no need for it. Okay. Do we know anything about the informant? Do you know what happened to Felix? Do we know anything about the informant? No. I don't have the necessary clearance to see the results of Raoul's interrogation. But I do know about the group's alternate target, the building for the partnership program. Lou narrowed her eyes in anger. It's also the largest perinatal center in the city. Those bastards. Yes. Do you know what happened to Felix? He is cooperating with the investigation. He is not hiding anything. If they determine that he really wasn't involved in those deaths and didn't participate in preparation for the bombing, he will go to jail, but probably not for long. And if he is involved, what, they execute him? Yes, or if he is lucky, he will serve a long sentence in the mines. What about the girl? She killed people, no options there. Are you okay? Yeah. Lou, how are your language skills? You mean beside the lingua? Well, I know French, it's almost the same. My Turkish is decent, at least for our boarding facility it was. I know some English, more specifically, I can understand it. Is that so? That's useful. That's nothing. My father spoke French fluently. He taught me a little, and then I continued learning it at the facility. Toma is fluent in Turkish. He taught us. We didn't have a lot of other interesting things to do, so we studied it. And English I just picked up. The languages of the genetic storm's survivors intermingled, and given the location, French became the basis. Besides some minor inclusions, 2 other languages made equal contributions. Turkish, before the catastrophe, the people who had migrated to this area had formed a strong diaspora. And English, as we taught it in history classes, it had been one of the former international languages. Knowledge of these dead languages was completely optional. Nevertheless, it was perceived as a sign of a good education. Some people use them creatively in advertisements, on signs, on menus, and in product names. It had been shown that people more readily accepted the authenticity of food if, for example, the line "pied according to a traditional recipe" was written in Turkish and not in the mother lingua. So what do you ask? You wanted to make some money, unless you have changed your mind? Of course not. You don't even have to ask. Stone's tone remained serious. We need to talk. I could drop by your place, or you could come to me. Another not over the phone kind of conversation. I'll come to you. Will you feed me? Yes, I'm waiting. Good friend. Soon, Lou was at her partner's place. Hello, come on in. Yes. True. I've been thinking, since you mingle with the people from high society, you probably also speak lots of languages. They seem to love that there. The man nodded. Did you have good teachers at the facility? I have my grandma to thank. She is fond of translating old books into lingua. Fond of it? She's a doctor by profession, but she doesn't work anymore. They sat down. Kay said, I was finally informed about who put in that requires for me. The one where I had to retake a bunch of tests, including a detailed assessment by psych capabilities. I know who was interested. Hello, skills. The prior. Holy shit! My exact reaction. This morning I met with his head of security, Monsieur Hector Baretti. He says my appointment is almost confirmed. No, no, no. You will know why I came here. Because of this news. Like the prior wanted him to work to him. Wow, cool, congratulations. I don't know what to say. Lo, that's not all. The job implies a partner. Lu couldn't believe her ears. Skeptically, she said, well, I promised I wouldn't forget you and that I mention you in the occasion arose. Finally get to see what this novel game is all about. Yeah, welcome. Baretti made fun of me at the first, but I had a good argument and persuaded him to at least consider your candidacy. But you will have to put in a lot of effort. Okay? Security escorts. Bodyguards? No, not exactly. Rather an addition to them. Luke couldn't listen any further and burst out laughing. That's a great joke. I appreciate your humor. I almost believed you too. Damn, you can be convincing. Kay seemed to have expected that reaction. Reluctantly, he continued. The prior attends various events like social parties. His status demands it. You can't walk around with a bunch of soldiers. There will always be someone from the main bodyguard team waiting outside, on the street or on the hallways. But he needs someone nearby who can blend in with the crowd without ruining the atmosphere of the event. Yeah, and I'm perfect fit for that. Die for the prior? Damn, Kay, is this some kind of test? Do you need to evaluate my loyalty? You can put this in your report. I don't know if I'm ready to put my life on the line for some high-ranking prick. Most likely not. Kay patiently sighed. Of course, it's a serious decision. You won't have to guard Ivo Martins all his life. But after him, it's unlikely you have to do anything like this ever again. They wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't send you out in the field either. They will give you quiet work in an office, something like shifting personal files from drawer to drawer, or you could just retire. With non-disclosure agreements and a lifetime of unobtrusive supervision, naturally, with a great retirement package and excellent pay before that. Yes, he is. You can also romance him, by the way. Yeah, and I am perfect fit for that. Okay, stop it. No offense, but this is nonsense. They need a psionic that is capable of functioning as a weapon. Cryokinesis is too specific to be useful in all situations. And aquakinetic is even less useful for security. As for pyrokinetics, starting a flame in a closed room is a fire hazard and can cause unintended casualties. Telekinesis is the best option. Yes, you being at the fourth stage is a drawback, but you don't have to fight. Fourth stage should be enough to throw someone aside, create a distraction, or subdue somebody. In other words, it will buy some time for the rest of the bodyguards to show up. A young, attractive woman whose looks aren't out of place next to a high-ranking person, in excellent physical shape, with real experience in extreme situations, without a huge family, not a lot of acquaintances, that is, minimal personal connections, thus more secure, and that is one of the main requirements. Do you think there are many other suitable candidates with the right psi ability, corpse experience, suitable age and appearance, and at least some training? Education is another criteria. That's why I asked about languages. It would also be good if you knew some history and literature, but that's nothing you can't improve on. The whole thing sounded completely unrealistic and yet perfectly logical. Well, there probably aren't many people like that. Very few. You can count them on your fingers. It's much easier to find high-class specialists. Why the hell would some security escort need to know languages and Why the hell would some security escort need to know languages and literature? So that you can make small talk if necessary, at least for a little while. Me? Socializing? Don't doubt yourself. I recommended you to Baretti as a good girl with great potential. A good girl? I used different words, but that was the idea. He doesn't know I shot you, does he? And he didn't ask Guller's opinion, did he? That's all. Think of it as having your candidacy thrown into the competition. If you're lucky, you will be considered for the job. Didn't you want to move up the ladder? Think, Lou, think. I'm sure Hector Baretti will call you in tomorrow for a preliminary interview. I won't get another chance like this in my whole life. Damn, if I get hired. Kate checked all those same boxes and he didn't forget about me. Kate, thanks for this. Really, I don't know how to thank you. There is nothing to thank me for yet. He looked at the time. Do you have to go? Yes, there is a paperwork. Okay, then I'm going home. I'll think about it. That's good news, yes? Hope that job gets paid good as well. Our apartment just got flooded a day ago and we need more furniture. Yes, we will get it, Mirai Vibes. We will get it. Lou stared at the table, or rather, she gazed into the void, trying to protest the sudden appearance of a full fork in her life's road. Distrust, doubts, convictions, fear, and a hunger for more swarmed in her head all at once. Minutes became hours. In the evening, Jonas came to Lou's place. Jonas! She could tell by the look of the healer's face that something was wrong. Hey, what happened? The high-profile case, that warehouse story. Did you have anything to do with it? Jonas, how do you know about the warehouse? Yes, I'm glad to see it. Jonas, I'm glad to see you too. How is Irma? How are things at work? There have been arrests, Lou, and soon after the church's trials, executions will follow. You knew how much I didn't want to have anything to do with this. Despite that, you came and asked me to arrange a meeting. I also hope so, Mirai. You dragged me into this. Jonas, you made me an accomplice. Lou, in people's deaths. They are criminals who murder innocent. I'm a doctor. I heal people. Sometimes I save their lives. Consider that you saved mine. Both of them were already shouting. You decided for me, Lou. Do you know what the difference between us is? Lou snapped. Well, since the doctor's asking, then what? It must be our chromosomes? We both made informed decisions. We are both doing our jobs, but mine doesn't involve killing anyone. Oh, that's convenient. While other people are out there catching some freaks who build a bomb, here you are, all high and mighty. So the blood on your clothes is from the people you have saved. but my hands are stained with blood of the regime's unfortunate victims. Is that right? That's idiotic. And that's not what I mean. But that's what I mean. I don't give a fuck what you think about this regime. I don't even give a fuck if you are right or wrong. It's just that Dogan who saves lives just like you goes to sermons. And some assholes who got mad at the world because he couldn't get a regular job or didn't get laid when he was younger decided to blow everything up. And if you feel sorry for him, you can walk together hand in hand. He can go to the gallows and you can go straight to hell. Jonas shook his head, lowering his voice. It's not about the regime and it's not about the church. It's about me, Lou. I'm a doctor, a healer. And just like that, he turned around and left. She wanted to yell and throw things at the wall. Another quarrel with her friend was a hard pill to swallow. She didn't want to think about anything. All she wanted was to do the right thing. In an effort to distract herself, Lou turned on her music and started to clean the house, mostly the part of it that hadn't already been washed by a recent flood. It wasn't enough. She stuffed her clothes into the disinfector and wiped down her motorcycle. Instead of making love with Jonas, we are again not making love. Guys, I will come back, okay? The food came. I need to give me a little bit time. I'm here. Louis faced to wedge out Jonas. Can't talk back. I understand them both, really. I understand Lou, I understand Jonas. Like, Jonas have his own, like, views in life. He don't want to kill people. But really, Lou is saving our people's life. Yes, there are guys who is killing someone and someone have to do this job. Jonas don't understand that. Okay, Jonas. We will talk later with you. Maybe in the second season you will be more lovely than now. It wasn't enough. She stuffed her clothes into the disinfector and wiped down her motorcycle. Jonas, what the hell? Finding something to change into, she went outside. She had to decide what to do with her life. Lou turned on her headphones. She walked through Termitary's outskirts in the quiet of the evening. Most of its inhabitants were either sound asleep or staring at screens. If I succeed, it will change my life forever. The prior of the Inquisition. But what if Jonas is right? Lou turned a corner. Everything was as it always was. The outlaws, the prostitutes, the junkies, noisy punks in dark alleys. And if not, let's say I don't try. Will something change? Lou looked up. Her eyes found a far escape. She jumped up, grabbed the lower rung, and pulled herself up. A new bike wouldn't be. The rusty staircase cracked and shuddered. Lou climbed up. If I'm lucky, I'll make it. She needed solitude. Somewhere down below her was Lou's home, the hospital, Platypus, the store where she bought her groceries, the lingerie shops she and Kiddo had recently visited. She removed her headphones and listened to the voices of Termitary, familiar, easy to understand. The lights of the center were visible far ahead. I hope I won't fall. The silent sky was clouding over. If you don't want to fall, you have to look down and watch your feet. But if you want to achieve something, you need to look up. It's a shitty balancing act. Kinda. A picture of this novel. Yes, now we can look at it. Lou sat for a while longer. It started to rain. She watched her cigarettes both fall to the ground and then returned to the fire escape. By the time she descended, Lou had made up her mind. New tests began. They went on and on. Psi, physical requirements, general health, additional assessments of hearing, vision, psychological stability tests, where a boring man questioned her for 3 hours about her father's death and gauged her reactions to the sight of dead bodies. In addition, she had to provide her boarding facility diploma, which Kay had mentioned. She had to memorize prayers and the names of significant preachers. She even had to write an essay. The Inquisition didn't doubt her loyalty, so no additional checks of her relatives and friends were carried out. At least, no obvious ones. That's why her friends didn't suspect anything and she didn't say anything. She didn't want to embarrass in case she didn't get the job. If she didn't get it, that was That was it. She didn't want any consoling speeches. Once the tests were done, she had to wait. And then she got the call. Finally, we are in his room. Lou stared at the walls in Ivo Martin's waiting room. Hector Barretti was sitting next to her. This was the prior's head of security, and the psionics had met him before. I like how he looks like, by the way. He reminds me of one Russian streamer and blogger, YouTuber. Can other people see how you named your photo screen? I don't know to tell the truth. Don't know. The upcoming meeting is essentially a formality. Think of it as a reward for your efforts. This isn't an interview. The prior has made it clear that he doesn't wish to approve your candidacy. My apologies. I will ensure you receive good references for your future service. Fine. The door opened and Danielle Weiss came out of the office. Mademoiselle Reed, please come in. The psionic greeted the man sitting at the table. Monsieur Prior. Hello, Initiate Reed. We can also do romance with him, by the way. And I did that once. But Jonas is the best, so that's why we will play with Jonas here. Lou glanced around the office. I can say Mirai vibes if you want. I can say to you. I know. Who was it? Oh my god, my lips. My lips. Oh. Martin set some photos down with a soft thud, then pointed to a chair. Please have a seat. Let's get straight to it. Has anyone told you or insinuated that I'm not going to hire you? Is this a trick question or not? Hector might have told me in confidence so I wouldn't feel as bad. Yes. He nodded. And despite that, you came. The long pause after his statement made it clear to Lou that he was waiting for her reaction. The speech she had thought of beforehand came in handy. To me, helping to ensure the safety of such a high-ranking person is not just a personal token of trust from the Corps and the Inquisition. It's also a great career opportunity that might not come up a second time around. A job like this must be fought for. How does romance work in this game? Hello, do you like me? Yes, date. Let's get comfortable. What is the dynamic? There are just some choices sometimes in the game for diamonds, and you can make that choices that slowly will make you like hi, welcome. Will make you closer with the people. There are some romance lines, romantical lines, like with this guy we have, and also with two guys and with one girl. And in the story, not like charisma, like just the choices, just choices. Like in life, you make choices. With one person, you make a choice to talk for a while, to give a number, then you can stop and never ever talk with that person anymore. But no, you go you met him somewhere, and instead of going home, you go to the apartment of this person and make a story, like You can see that here. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain. Monsieur Baretti only divulges all the details of the job after appointing an employee for the position. You don't know all the conditions, yet you agree to them anyway? So, is it primarily your devotion to the church or advancing your career? And there is like options to choose, hug him, or maybe don't push his hand away from your leg. Yeah. My loyalty to the church was tested before I joined the corps, and then again after my last meeting with you, Monsieur Prior. I won't deny my financial interest. If I may say so, in my opinion, fanaticism isn't always a sign of professionalism. Eva Martin chuckled. Do you think you are a professional? She smiled openly. I think I might become one. Monsieur Baretti found my skills and knowledge adequate enough to get started. She added to herself. So what happened to you that you need the likes of me and the ones reprimanded K in your entourage? Danielle entered the room without knocking. She set down a tray with 2 cups of coffee. Thank you. Anything else, monsieur? Read. No thanks. Eva Martin dismissed the secretary with a nod, then focused on Lou again. My cheeks are starting to cramp up from smiling so much. Okay, you are hired. Thank you, I won't let you down. Do you have any questions? If I may, as you can see, there is a question for diamonds. These diamonds can help you to make a higher status, can help you to make friendship with someone, on romance things with someone. Why did you change your mind? He was silent for a few seconds. I can't stand platitudes. Excuse me? In your short time in the corps, you have run into 2 respected inquisitors. Baretti requested their opinion of you. Both Marc Joncier and Hans Guller gave you extremely negative reviews. He chuckled. Neither could clearly articulate why they felt so strongly about you. You stand out from the crowd and arouse curiosity, Mademoiselle Lurid. This choice affected your relationship with Ivo, as you can see. Thank you. The question you asked is only further confirmation that I have made the right decision. The prior smiled, either politely or simply with a restraint. Eve perfectly complemented your sufficient abilities for the task, suitable appearance, and tolerable education. That's in addition to the recommendations of the person who will be working with you, Monsieur Stone and Chaplain Wayne. It would be wrong not to give you a chance. You might need to learn high society etiquette. However, I see that this won't be a big problem. Uninhibited and free. It may even be interesting. What does he mean by that? Monsieur Martin, why wasn't I a suitable candidate? Perhaps I could do something to fix it? I don't think so. When we met, you made a good impression on me. I'm sorry. The prior touched his chin and spoke less formally, his tone softening and growing more humane. I didn't want to see you as my direct subordinate. I assumed any official interaction might cause discomfort. Oh, you mean the dress? It can't be. No way. However, a responsible employee is more valuable. I see. Monsieur Prior, do you have any orders? Hector will explain everything. Am I free to go? Yes, goodbye, Mademoiselle Reed. Stepping out of the office, Lou stopped to catch her breath. Going 180 on the highway is the same feeling. They picked me. Pick me, girl. Yes, they picked you, girl. Just a moment, mademoiselle. Hector Barretti disappeared into the office. How did it go? Well, fine. You weren't selected, were you? I was. Daniel was surprised. Then why didn't you say that it went well? I don't know. I think there is something he is not telling me. Oh, you're imagining things. I assure you, the prior always tells everyone everything and shares his intentions. Did you expect otherwise? No, I'm sorry, I have to make a call. Of course. That diamond icon in the top right is a new thing. You can refund diamond spent now if you didn't like that part. What? Didn't saw it. Okay. Lou, dial case number. Ah, understood. I thought I should get in touch right away. Tell me. I was selected. Great. What do you think of Martin? I'm not sure yet. See you soon, partner. See you, partner. After a couple of minutes, the head of security returned looking slightly surprised. Reed, well, congratulations. Here is my personal number. You can call me at any time of the day if you have any questions. Next, you should be here in time for dinner. Stone 2. Someone is calling me this night. More milk, no thanks. Don't call me. You should be here in time for dinner, Stone 2. Change your clothes. Your uniform creates unnecessary formality. The prior demands propriety. In general, try to avoid dormitories fashions, Mademoiselle Weiss. I'll help. She turned to Lou. Shall we go then? But I'll give you the details later. Monsieur Barretti, if I understand correctly, I need to dress in expensive clothes, right? The Inquisition will cover your expenses. Got it. Great. What's wrong with your face, Hector? I mean, this is very encouraging. Damn. By noon, they had finished their shopping and were returning to the waiting service car. Lou carrying a stylish, packaged glance at Weiss. Daniel. Yes? Will we be seeing each other on a regular basis now? Okay, let's ask. Maybe it's for friendship, but I'm not sure. Daniel peered at the psionic strangely. After a pause, she answered. Yes, I was glad to learn that you were trying to get into Monsieur Martin's security detail. There is one more thing I want to say in advance. You will sometimes hear different conversations. Rumors, gossip, don't believe too much of it. Lou waited, but no explanation followed. She shrugged. I'm not stupid, I get it. So do I have to look like this for work all the time? Lou shook the bag. The prices are crazy. Oh, well, yes, but it will all be covered. Are you going home now? Uh-huh. They approached the car. Martin's secretary opened the back door. The driver will take me back to the office, then bring you home. Closer to dinner, he will come pick you up. In the evening, Lou put on the outfit she had purchased, slipping her glasses in her inner pocket. Her Psy training look took its toll. Bright lights sometimes hurt her eyes. Is this Lou's apartment? Yes, it's her apartment now. She is kinda like not a rich girl. She have Psy abilities like, how to say it in English? Mirai vibes. She have Psy abilities. She's working like kind of police, but not a police. And now she have a new work now. Thanks for follow. Welcome. Oh, such a bad dresses. Such a not interesting. Oh my god. Okay. And then she waited for the car. No, guys, I can't wear this shit. Psy is universal, psionic, easy. Oi, is an English word as well. Claire is the English word for Psy. Abilities. I don't remember what ability she have. I don't remember. Like when you look at the thing and you can move it by your eyes, mind. What's the ability? What's the name of this ability? I forget. I don't like the clothes, guys. I will try to find something. Okay. For some reason, at least it looks interesting, guys. The prior wasn't alone when they arrived. Telekinesis, thank you. His head of security and what? Oh, someone is calling me. Why? The prior wasn't alone when they arrived. His head of security and secretary were also present. I need to call. Good evening. Hello. Good evening, please. Martin gestured to the psionic seats at the table. Then he addressed Waze. Have you prepared my schedule for the upcoming week? I'm wrong. That is clairvoyance is the claimed ability to acquire information that would be considered impossible to get. Have you prepared my schedule for the upcoming week? Yes, it's to the left of your computer, awaiting your approval. Thank you. Then, Hector, shall we get straight to business? Baretti nodded. Clearly feeling at ease in the prior's office, he poured himself some tea. Dinners with high-ranking officials seem to happen often. They are networking and building connections. Smart. After 11 p.m., no one will get me to pick up my phone. Consider me. They asked me, like, okay, Da. They are networking and building connections smart. Redstone, you are both aware for the assistant attempt. For that reason, a new escort is needed. There are two security elements, the primary bodyguards and the body armor. It's something that we hopefully won't need, but is around at all times, a kind of insurance. You will guard Monsieur Ivo Martin everywhere, here, at home, and anywhere else you will accompany him. This also goes for work trips and all sorts of social events. Whenever the primary bodyguards can't be present, you will act as his shield. Okay. When off duty, you are forbidden from discussing the relationships or connections of Monsieur Martin with anyone. There are no exceptions. It doesn't matter if it's about sex, friendship, or mere passing acquaintance. The prior was closely monitoring the reactions of the psionics without engaging in the conversation. You can neither confirm nor deny anyone's statement or assumptions about this subject. If asked, do not answer yes or no. Your body language and actions should not betray any answer either. These are the mandatory conditions of your job. Is that clear? Lou and Kay looked at each other. Yes. Quite. The same rule applies to Mademoiselle Weiss and other employees close to the prior. No one shows any interest in my life. Next, personal communication among those present here isn't subject to regulation. In public, however, remain formal and strict. Keep your distance. Of course. Okay. Everywhere the prior makes an appearance, there will be eyes watching his every move. As such, there shall be no stretching, nose blowing, or lip biting while you are standing near him. Okay. No eye rolling either, Mademoiselle Reed. Martin chuckled. The head of security looked at Lou sternly. Of course, Monsieur Barretti. Naturally, you must not discuss anything you see while on duty with anyone else. We have read the non-disclosure agreement. It's clearly stated there. If I see a bishop, the drug stain. At a social gathering, dancing naked on a table and covered in oil, I'll keep it a secret from the public, so as not to traumatize the parishioners, especially those working in the oil factories. Kay shook his head faintly, trying to hide his smile. That's right, mademoiselle. The prior suddenly stood and patted Barretti on the shoulder. Go on without me, Hector. Have a nice evening, everyone. And he left the office. Lou squinted at Danielle, glancing meaningfully at the door. She mouthed, "Is that normal?" Weiss nodded, smiling just a little. Well, now for security. Your houses will be wired and cameras will be installed. If you decide to turn them off temporarily, you will need to write a report explaining your reasons. Lou looked at Stone. He didn't seem surprised. What if, excuse me, I have sex or puke in the room? Then that's what you will write down in your report. And if it happens often? You'll report it often. However, believe me when I say that over time you will get sick of the process. Get used to it and stop turning them off. No one is interested in spying on your life. This is only for emergencies, for your own safety. The installation will occur after that paperwork is completed. It will take up 2 days. There are rooms here for security personnel. I'll give you the keys. You can move in or just bring some of your things. You won't always be able to go home. What else? Oh yeah, now about your salary, days off and other things. Lou understood that her new job would take up more of her time, so she had to see her friends less often. She didn't want to miss one of the last opportunities she had. Then she got back home, she called Jonas. Hey. Hello. If you are done being mad at me, maybe we can head to Platypus? She had gotten a bonus for German after all. It's on me. That's not enough, Lou. She could hear the smile in the healer's voice. Well, what do you want? An organic roast goose? No. A new water filters? Not that either. No, I think you coming to pick me up might help take the edge off. Okay, I knew you liked my helmet. Damn. Lou. Yes? Sorry for yelling. She knew Jonas wasn't big on asking for forgiveness. He only did that when he felt really guilty. Lou appreciated it. It's alright, Jonas. We should take the kiddo with us. No, we shouldn't! She's been begging to tag along for a long time. Do you think she's ready? Fuck if I know. But I'd rather she come with us than go on her own. She's old enough now. Yes. Yes. Yes, Mirai vibes. Okay, I'll call the others. We don't need the others. We don't need the others. Another plate of snacks appeared on the table. Tom refilled the glasses. The city seemed to be quieter now. Lou, how is your work going? Have you been assigned to guard any more checkpoints? No, I haven't. Work, her friend didn't know about her new position yet. Work is good, sort of. For making enough paid story choices, you will receive access to an extended version of this scene. You should enjoy your work. That's what matters. Come on, if it pays well, you can endure. Do you think so? Can I have both? Personal happiness come first. It pays quite well. Can't I have both? I want the best of both worlds. Do I have to choose? Lou. So my English is not very good. Sometimes I don't understand what I choose. Irma looked closely at the psionic. Are you sure everything is okay? Is there something you want to tell us? I will, but later, not now. Are we going to drink? Haven't you had enough? I'll have some juice then. Look, I'm just saying. What else is there to do? Drinking, dancing, that's all. Honestly, I expected more. From a bar? That's why people come here. But if you don't like it, we won't ask you to come with us again. Come on, guys. Although, Jonas chuckled maliciously. Some people find other things to do around here. Ask Lou, maybe she will tell you. We will romance him, guys, by the way. Jonas. No strings attached kind of fun. Jonas, go to hell. Who are you to talk? The group left. Tina was curious. What are you talking about? Nothing. Don't think about it too hard. The healer smiled cheerfully. Are we going to dance? Kira stood up immediately, followed closely by Irma and Dogan. Lou and Tom joked that all the goodies on the table would disappear while the others were gone. I know you won't do that. When the group returned, slightly flushed, Jonas declared, "Party poopers. I can't physically carry it on with me, but you." He took Lou by the hand and dragged her closer to the center of the dance floor and closer to his heart. Some upbeat music was playing, inviting them to move to the rhythm. I'm dancing with the Jonas. Jumping up and down, throwing her arms up in the air, Lou relaxed, giving herself permission to loosen up. Bright flashes, neon lights, wild fun. The DJ changed the track. The melody slowed. The moves of the people around her became softer and sexier. Many started to dance in pairs. Lou moved her hands smoothly, shifting from stroking the air to tracing invisible patterns. She turned her back to Jonas and threw him a calm, hither look over her shoulder, giggling. In response, Jonas broke into a smile, attempting to be flirtatious. But his forced smile came across as funny. Laughing, Lou continued to play around. Smoothly and gracefully swaying her lips, she crouched low. As she was about to repeat this sultry dance more, her friend dancing beside her reached out, catching her by the waist. Okay, Jonas. Let him embrace you. We were waiting for so long, guys. She didn't move away, continuing to dip down low, swinging her hips I don't know this word, guys, coyly. Jonas held her by the waist and, following her movements, turned his leg outward slightly. Kiddo is watching us, by the way, allowing Lou to grin against it. Lou leaned forward, pressing her body against Jonas's. The hands on her waist moved gently up and down, and thumb stroking the beautiful curves of her body. She felt his warmth even through her clothes, the intoxicating feeling blending with adrenaline and the beat of the music. A sudden rush of excitement forced her to breathe more heavily. Yes, Morris. The track something, I don't saw it. Lou and Jonas looked into each other's eyes. Their minds were fixated on the more than friends kind of dance they had enjoyed together. Shaking his head, Jonas suggested, "Let's go have a smoke." She breathed out an inappropriate fuck. Fuck! Yes, fuck! Jonas understood and agreed. Yes. The choice affected your relationship with Jonas. Lou tried to justify it to herself, albeit not very convincingly. It's just the alcohol. We are both a little wild and got carried away. Yes, that's right, probably. Окей, Морз. Lose work. Ты можешь скачать и поиграть на русском. Эта новелла очень интересная. Правда, она моя любимая, вот прям почти самая. Lou's work as security for the prior began with an unexpected statement. I hope no one is afraid of high heights. I want to come back to Jonas. What are we doing at work? Okay. Wait, sorry, guys. No. Neither am I, Monsieur Prior. Great, we are flying to the perimeter, said Violet. I have a meeting with the commandants of the checkpoints there. Danielle, you're coming with us. Got it. We're flying? Yeah, let's go. Motherfucker. Lou pulled out the glasses that Danielle had chosen for her. Yes, finally! I'm so happy that Jonas is closer. Guys, it's only one episode. Can you imagine we are playing still one episode for 1 hour and 30 minutes? It's so long. Glasses. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Originality season first. For choosing enough paid makeup options and accessories, a unique accessory has been added to your wardrobe. The prior's office was, of course, in the main Inquisition building. Да. За валюту. Я тебе потом объясню. It was almost directly opposite the central temple of the Church of the United One. But Lou hadn't suspected that there would be a helipad on the roof. Damn, I trust wheels a lot more than this. Lou and Kay were, for the first time in their official capacity, responsible for the life of Ivo Martin. Together with Daniel Weiss, they walked towards the helicopter, its propellers already beginning to spin. Propellers big. Wow, amazing. Wow. Wow. Yes. Yes. Finally, guys, it was amazing. Jonas, thank you so much. Thank you.